Oh, thank you, community. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Hot Tips Bet, the best tips across Europe. I'm joined in with my big daddy, as usual. Big daddy, how was last week game?
It was quite interesting. We win some, we lose some, but it was quite very interesting. And I think we are making headways. We are making headways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this weekend, which games do you have for us so that we can make the money together?
So let's start with the game with Brentford and Leicester City in the Premiership. Uh, Leicester City have been actually woeful. Maybe they will survive the relegation because I think they are in the bottom six, and I believe they will be there to the end of the season because I don't see uh, any light at the end of the tunnel for them. They will struggle all through, but they may actually stay afloat. And but because they don't have the power front, they don't have power for fire up front there. And sacking their coach, bringing a new coach, we are not sure at the time will body maybe Van Nistelrooy will be there or not. If he's there, then it means that, as far as I'm concerned, is another Womble Womble. What has Van Nistelrooy done? What does he know as a coach? Because they just gave him a 3 match from Manchester United. All of a sudden, they are giving him a coaching listing. So I don't think Leicester have focus. They don't know where they are going. And then Brentford, on the other hand, Brentford have been doing well in the middle table there. And home, they've been winning matches at home as well, giving some big opponents a tough time. So in this game, I simply have to have no other option than to go for Brentford win, and less than at least Brentford to win plus 1.5 goals. That is at least they score 2 goals in the match, and then the odds comes to 1.95.
Okay. I'm also on that game. Leicester's defense is awful. It's been everyone in the Premiership knows that the defense of Leicester is very awful, and now they don't have a coach again. So accumulated with that, and Brentford they've not lost any game at home this season. So Brentford they should win the game easily. I chose the game also that Brentford should win without any issue.
That's good.
Yeah.
So moving on to my second game, where I'm on West Ham playing Arsenal, and here I definitely and it was a surprising win for me when I see West Ham beating Newcastle on Monday night. I was not expecting where that performance came from. But even with that, I'm still not convinced with West Ham. Even though they are playing at home, I think Arsenal getting these players back already. The midfield, the structure of Arsenal team is coming back to life. In my opinion, Arsenal should be able to pass through West Ham, and as such, so I decided to go for Arsenal win here. Definitely, you can find if you just want to be played simple, Arsenal money line just to win 1.47 but I have to mix it a little. I believe if Arsenal have to win this game, they at least have to score 2 goals as well. So I'm going for Arsenal to win, for them to score 2 goals and win the game, which is at 1.75. So Arsenal plus 1.5 those.
Okay. I'm also on that game. It seems that you are playing the same game this weekend. I'm also on that game. I chose Arsenal to win because Odegaard is back. He's like the magician in the midfield. When he came back in after the injury, you can see the play change, the style of play in Arsenal changed dramatically. And the Champions League during the week, they went to Porto and win the game, so they have to continue with the momentum. And the what's called the motivation is that Man City is not in form, so they have to get all the points available now before we know that Man City will come back one way or the other, maybe next 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So this is a time for all the top team on the table not to lose points, so that they can at least get one or two advantage over Man City. So the only tricky thing about this game is like it's a derby. It's not, they are both in London, so that's maybe because of the rivalry. That might be the issue, that it might be a bit tight game because West Ham will have their supporters at home also in London. So, but I don't think that should be what's called a factor here. Arsenal should win the game, like you said, also at 1.47.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my next game there, I think I still have this is a bit tricky game for me because I was not too sure of which of the well, I decided to go to Syria a bit, and so in the Syria I went to the game between Torino and Napoli. And as we all know, Napoli, they don't really score much goals. And they simply one goal, nick it there. And that's all. They don't really they don't score more goals. They have a good shape. It's only Lukaku up from there. And while Torino, on the other hand, have not been doing quite well. I think Napoli will be too strong for Torino. So I went for Napoli to win, and the money is good for a straight win for money line 1.80.
Mm. Oh, I saw the game, but I just left it because Serie A this season is a bit tricky. Sometimes they draw the game, sometimes it's like ping pong. So I saw the game, but I left the game. So I'm still on Premier League. I chose more than 2 goals, Liverpool, Man City, because I believe that Man City they are still going to concede goals. That's what I know. Their defense it has been terrible. They don't know. They are not coordinated at the back, and I believe that maybe they should score 1 goal and what's called Liverpool should win the game. So I'm like thinking that the game will be like 1-2 or 1-3. So either you choose put teams to score more than 2 goals. So my banker for this weekend is more than 2 goals, more than 2 goals in the game. Man City, Liverpool. Because it can go 3-0, 0-3. Something like the game will be very open. They will play the game to get the goals out. And it's also in Anfield. So goals galore. So more than 2 goals in this game. So because of Man City's defense also. So more than 2 goals at 1.40. So that's you can shop around and get the best odds. So I found that at 1.40. So
well,
that's a good one for me.
I'm not in this game. I'm not in this game because I'm not too convinced with. I know that Liverpool are. Everybody is looking towards the point that Liverpool are. In fact, based on statistics or what is going on, we all believe that Liverpool are supposed to win this game. But Man City, with the kind of players they have, the coaches and everything, sometimes we cannot really override to say Man City, oh, we're giving it to Liverpool. And secondly, when we look at Man City game as a whole, you look at my biggest problem when people talk about Man City, they start saying, oh, Rodri is the problem. It's not the problem. If I remember, football is played by 11 people, not by one person. I just feel they never have a strong backup for midfield. Their midfield was poor. They rely on one single player in the midfield, and then they had a Kovacic to come in as a substitute. Now that Kovacic is also injured, so there's nobody. The Lewis in the midfield is just like a small boy, people under 17. Any physical presence, push him aside. Gundogan, on the other hand, no leg to run. So that is where Man City. So if Man City comes out to attack Liverpool, Man City is going to lose the game. But if Man City try to be conservative, and because of the importance of this game, where people are saying that, oh, a win 11-point gap, I think Man City would try as much as possible to curtail the game. So I won't be surprised if the game will have less than 2.5 goals, or if the games even end up in a draw, because this is an important game in the season. So early in the season, anything can go. Man City won't want to give that away. They know the importance of the gap. Catching up will be too hard. So I just I
yeah,
left the game.
okay, I do understand what I also accept what you said, because you can't put your blame on the midfielder, because everyone will have injury one way or the other along the season. Because Man U also, they had their injuries. Arsenal, Odegaard just came back. Everyone, Tottenham also had few injuries. So everyone in throughout the season. That's why you have to have a very big squad to to try to shuffle the squad so that you or manage the squad so that it will be balanced everywhere. If someone is not available, you can substitute to make it better. And Man City, they have the quality. It's just that they are not just clicking. That's just it. The defense
I'm just telling you, as I'm telling you, it's just the midfield. The midfield, as soon as they collect that ball and they hit the midfield, the legs are not there to physical presence run for it. And Liverpool, I would agree on you that Liverpool, if I have to lean anywhere, I will also lean towards Liverpool because they have the midfield, they have the players to do it, they have the bench, people to come in and
exactly
that midfield and do the job. So
even during the week, Gakpo came in and scored against Real Madrid.
They have the options. So my own game is I went for Parma versus Lazio, also in the Serie A. And here also Parma versus Lazio, I look at it as Parma also not doing so well. They were trashed last week by Atlanta. So this week, I still believe Lazio too will still they're too strong for them as well. Lazio will be able to lead to win the game. So I decided to go. The money was equally as good enough. And so I decided to go for Lazio to win, and then with the odds of 1.83.
No, still. I think it seems like this weekend I'm more on Premier League, English League this weekend. So my last game in Premier League is Manchester United Everton. So also I chose more than 2 goals because what the new coach Amorim is doing is this trying to make Man U play this back what's called these 3 defenders at the back. I think he doesn't have the quality of players yet to play the 3 defensive at the back, the 3 defenders at the back. But they are trying to get it done. You can see that they are making mistakes. Even said that sometimes they need to like pass back the ball, but they can't because of the previous Ten Hag tactics. They are moving forward. They are still adjusting to Amorim's tactics. So that's why during the week, during the Europa, they considered 2 goals. So and this is Everton. They won't be spared. Even last weekend when they played Ipswich, Ipswich had a very good striker, they will have scored almost 5 or 6 goals. And Onana was in form. That's what helped Manchester United last weekend. So I think there will be a lot of goals. They are going to score definitely. Man U is also going to score because you can see that they have like a part of football now. There is like a way of playing when after the new coach came in. You can see that something changed in their game. So I believe that there will be a lot of goals because they are going to concede definitely. Man U, they are going to concede because they are still going to make a stupid mistake. I think maybe a set piece or they will get they will be what's called they will make a stupid mistake at the back and they'll get they won't be comfortable on the ball and they will lose the ball. So they will get another can be their savior for 90 minutes. He's a keeper. Yeah, he's going to let in 1 or 2. So I believe that there will be more than 2 goals in the game at 1.5.
I agree with you on that game. It's either Man U scored 2 or Everton scored 2. So there will definitely going to be goals in the game because I believe Everton too, on a good day, they are capable of scoring 2 goals. So with this present Man U, now it's anything can happen. And this game basically, why I will be on Man U's side is because it is the first game for the new coach at home. And so there will be kind of the first Premiership game. So there will be kind of a different motivation to it. But there's a difference between motivation, there's a difference playing the game itself inside the pitch. So looking at this game, I believe Man U we concede. At least Everton should be able to get at least a goal. So I believe that your bet is quite on the track for that game, but I decided to just stay away from it.
And lastly, and you can see that he's rotating the players. He has played almost how many players this within 2 games? Like almost played Mount, played everyone, just to see how to fit the puzzle. So he's still trying to experiment. So when you're experimenting, you surely have 1 or 2 mistakes. So exactly. So they will surely concede this weekend, most likely.
They will concede. It's looking for those that will be flushed out by this in the summer.
Yeah, exactly.
So well, that was I believe that your game is your betting is on the right track, because I believe they will still concede. My next game, I went for the French league, Montpellier with Lille. Lille has been playing. They've been playing quite well this season, both in the Champions League and in the French league. They've been doing quite well, and I'm quite impressed with them. I believe they should be able to beat Montpellier, or what they call it, the French team, and they should be able to beat that game straight. So I decided to go for Lille to win the game at 1.82.
Yeah. So me too. I went to what's called Serie A, Italian league also, and I chose Bologna and Venezia. So the game is quite bit tricky. Bologna, they are very good. They are very good at home. But Venezia, they've not won any game away. They are winless away. So I think they should be able to win without any issue at 1.556. So my last game for this weekend is in Austria, Rapid versus Linz, Linz. Big Daddy, are you there?
I'm here.
I thought I lost you. So yeah. I chose Rapid to win. They've not lost. They've lost only 1 in this season, and they've won 6 games at home and 1 draw. So they are in form at home. They've been winning, and they've playing impressive football at home this season. So against Linz. So it's like a money banker for this weekend. Rapid to win, and if you want to make more money, you can say Rapid to win and more than 1 goal. So for Rapid to win is 1.6, and if you want with more than 1 goal, you get 1.8. Just shop around and make the best odds.
My last game is the game between Leipzig and Wolfsburg in the German league. And then I definitely, this is a German league. I believe there's always going to be goals. And so if you want, you can go for the both team to score over 2, or you choose over 2.5 goals. But I feel Leipzig will be too strong for Wolfsburg playing at home. And after losing their game, their last week game, Leipzig, they have to bounce back. So here I decide to go for Leipzig to win 1 point over just straight outright win, which the odds are 1.75.
Oh. So that's a good odd. I saw the game, but I just left German league this weekend, because I just like they've been a lot of what's called draws, a lot of goals. It's like unpredictable, except if you want to choose Bayern Munich. That's when you know that okay, you have what's called banker. But Bayern Munich, they are playing with Dortmund this weekend, so I wasn't sure what to choose. Dortmund, they've been up and down. Sometimes they can come in and perform and play very good at home, mostly at home. And Bayern Munich also, I just left the game. So I just was like, okay, I won't be on German game this weekend. So that's why I did not choose German league. And also I did not choose Polish league. If you guys are waiting for me to choose my weekend Polish Well, last 2 weekends I've not been fortunate to win the Polish game, so I'm just like having like let it be this weekend and see what will happen next weekend. So no Polish league this weekend. Sorry for my Polish fans. Next weekend you get one, but this weekend no Polish prediction. So that's all from us this weekend. We can see that you are subscribing to our channels. We thank you. Please comment, like, share, and let us make money together. And also comment your games so that we can also win together, so that we can also talk about your games also when you are commenting. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. More money.
Thank you, everyone. One love. Bye.